Hello students and namaste everyone. I am Dhaval sir and our today's topic is your literature part, that is from First Flight chapter number 2, that is Nelson Mandela Long Walk to Freedom. Okay, Long Walk to Freedom is an autobiography by the South African president Nelson Mandela and this autobiography was first published by Little Brown and Company in 1994, right? So basically this chapter or story is an extract or a part from that autobiography. The main theme of this chapter, that is Long Walk to Freedom, is that how Nelson Mandela sacrifices his life, right, to remove the social inequality from his country, that is South Africa. So he had spent almost 30 years in the jail, right? So he was fighting against the Britishers. Okay, so he had spent almost 30 years in the jail fighting for his own nation, and he said that he wanted a nation where he is free to do as he thinks. That means whatever he wanted to do, whatever he wished, he should be free to do anything, whatever he wanted to, right? So why he said this? Because at that time when he is talking about was the time when the Britishers had their control over South Africa, right? As we know that in India also the Britishers or the white skinned people had taken their control. In the similar way or the similar fashion, even in South Africa the white skinned people had taken control over the whole nation and over the black skinned people. And so the life of the black skinned people had become like a hell. Okay, so before we start with the chapter, there is a paragraph given which will read it out. Apartheid is a political system that separates people according to their race, right? So what was the apartheid system which was prevalent in South Africa, right? So according to the apartheid system, it is a political system. It is a system in which the people, they are separated according to their race. Now race means what? So below the paragraph you can see the meaning. I have given it to you. A class or a kind of people unified by shared belief, habits or characteristics. Unified means they come together and they live together, and those people are such kind of people who have same kind of belief, habits, characteristics and everything. Okay, so by this system of apartheid, the people, right, that means we have seen or we have heard that this black skinned people, they were trying to create a difference between them and the black skinned people. They here means the white skinned people considered themselves as superior. Superior means of high quality, right? They thought that they are higher than the black skinned people, and they thought that this black skinned people are inferior. Inferior means of low quality. Okay, Mandela and his African National Congress spent a lifetime. So African National Congress is a party, right? It was a group of people, it was a political party who continuously kept on fighting against the Britishers for their own freedom. Okay, so what is given? They spent a lifetime. That means they have spent their whole life fighting against this apartheid system, right? Mandela had to spend 30 years in prison. So while fighting for the nation, Nelson Mandela had spent his life, that is precious 30 years of his life, in the jail. Okay, finally democratic elections were held in South Africa in 1994, and Mandela became the first black skinned president of a new nation. What is given? That is Mandela became the first black president of a new nation. Why it is given a new nation? Because it was the nation which was free from the differences or the apartheid system which was created by the white skinned people, right? It was totally free, where all the people could live their life according to their own willing, and they could live happily. They were not under the control of anyone, right? So therefore it is written that a new nation, okay, because it was a nation which was formed after getting freedom from the Britishers or the white skinned people, okay. So we'll move further. In this extract, as I said, extract means a part. It is a part from his autobiography or the book. In this extract from his autobiography, Long Walk to Freedom, Mandela speaks about a historic occasion, the inauguration. Now, inauguration means what? Right. So, you might be aware that whenever we start with a new shop or a new work, we inaugurate, right? There is a inauguration ceremony. So here also in this chapter, Mandela is speaking about a historic occasion, right, which is the inauguration. So I have given the meaning below the paragraphs, that is to bring about the beginning of. And as I've explained, that inauguration means something when we begin, right? It is the ceremony which is created or carried out when we do something new. Mandela becomes South Africa's first black president, right? Nelson Mandela has become South Africa's first black president after more than 3 centuries, that is almost 300 years of white rule, right? Because as we have seen in India also, the Britishers had ruled for almost 200 years. In the same way, in South Africa, they had ruled for almost 300 years. Mr. Mandela's African National Congress, that is ANC party, won 252 of the 400 seats in the first democratic elections of South Africa's history. So that is how, after getting the freedom, elections were held, and it was for the first time when a black-skinned person had become the president of South Africa. The inauguration ceremony took place in the Union Building Amphitheatre in Pretoria today. So now, what is amphitheatre? So I have put the picture over here. I will show it to you here. In the right side corner below the paragraph, you can see, right, amphitheatre means it is a kind of a building without a roof, right, and having many rows to sit. And this is a kind of theater in which the place of sitting is a rising steps. As you can see, there are steps which are rising. Okay, so such kind of place is known as amphitheater. Okay, so the inauguration ceremony took place at the Union Building Amphitheater in Pretoria today, attended by politicians and dignitaries. Dignitaries means the person who are of high rank or important position, right? So the words with the blue color, that words are the difficult words, and for those difficult words in the whole chapter I have provided you with the meanings. Okay, from more than 140 countries around the world, right? So as I said, the dignitaries are the important people or a person with high rank, right? So those are the people who represents different nations or the countries, and from more than 140 countries such dignitaries have come or they have visited South Africa to be a part of the inauguration ceremony. Never again will this beautiful land experience the oppression of one by another, said Nelson Mandela in his address. So his address means here the speech, right? While the inauguration ceremony took place at Pretoria Amphitheatre, Nelson Mandela is giving his speech, and in his speech he is saying that never again with this beautiful land, that is South Africa, experience the oppression of one by another. Oppression means unjust or cruel exercise of authority or power. That means many people who are having the power or authority, they are making the improper use of those power on the other people. So here it means that the white skinned people, they were very powerful and they were using the power in unjust or cruel way on the black skinned people. So Nelson Mandela is saying that this thing will never happen in the future on this beautiful land, that is in the South Africa. Jubilant scenes on the streets of Pretoria followed by the ceremony with blacks, whites and coloreds celebrating together. So jubilant means very happy, right? As the nation, that is the South Africa, had attained freedom after almost 300 years. So we can just imagine, right, that what is the situation of the people. They were so happy that on all the streets and everywhere there was the atmosphere of happiness. Okay, and all the people, that is the black skin, white skin and the colored, celebrating together. That means all the people were celebrating in South Africa. More than 1 lakh South African men, women and children of all races sang and danced with joy. So what he is saying, Nelson Mandela, in his autobiography, that almost 1 lakh people were there who were dancing and singing on the road and everywhere they were enjoying. 10th May dawned bright and clear. Dawn means that is the early morning. Okay, the time between the darkness and the early morning when the brightness comes out, that period is known as dawn. So 10th May dawned bright and clear. For the past few days I had been pleasantly besieged by dignitaries and the world leaders who were coming to pay their respects before the inauguration. So to be besieged by means to be surrounded closely by. That means as the South Africa had got its freedom, many dignitaries, that means important people from all around the world, were called to South Africa to become the part of their inauguration ceremony. And therefore Mandela is saying that he was always covered with those important or VVIP peoples. Okay, so all the people all around the South Africa who came over there just to enjoy the freedom of South Africa kept on meeting Nelson Mandela. The inauguration would be the largest gathering ever of international leaders on South African soil. So it was for the first time when in South Africa so many leaders from different nations or the countries had come together, right? The ceremonies took place in the lovely sandstone amphitheater. So as I have already shown it to you and I have explained, the picture is given below you, which is of amphitheater, right? So the ceremony took place over there, formed by the Union buildings in Pretoria. For decades this had been the seat of white supremacy. Supremacy means the power, right? So this place where Nelson Mandela is standing, alright, this place was the place where the white skinned people had their power and the black skinned people were not allowed to go over there. And now it was the site of a rainbow gathering of different colors and nations for the installation of South Africa's first democratic non-racial government. So it means rainbow means the people belonging to different nations, people belonging to different colored skin, all of them had gathered together at South Africa, and it was for the first time when the first democratic non-racial government. Non-racial government means a kind of government which does not depend on any kind of race or who does not favor any particular class of people or race. Okay. On that lovely autumn day, I was accompanied by my daughter Zinani. So Zinani is the daughter of the South African President Nelson Mandela. On the podium, Mr. de Klerk was first sworn in as second deputy president. So before the president, the swearing ceremony we have seen that the person is given the badge and he takes in the pledge, right? That means he promises that he will perform his duty sincerely towards the nation or the country. So the first swearing ceremony took place of the deputy president. Then Thabo Mbeki was sworn in as first deputy president. So two deputy president were there. First one was de Klerk and second one was Thabo Mbeki. Okay, when it was my turn, that means at last they have started from the ascending order, that means the lowest means lower post, that is second deputy president, then the higher post, that is first deputy president, right, and then the president, at last the president. Okay, so when it was my turn here means Nelson Mandela's turn, I pledged to obey and uphold the constitution and to devote myself to the well-being of the republic and its people. That means, as I said, in the swearing ceremony, the people, that means who are given the post like the president, the deputy president, right, they promise, what they promise, that they will work sincerely for the nation. To the assembled guests and the watching world, I said, today all of us do, by our presence here, confer glory and hope to newborn liberty. Out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long, must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. Right, so what Nelson Mandela is saying, that today all of us do, by our presence here, confer means give, right, here its meaning is to give, confer glory and hope to newborn liberty. That means we all are happy for the new freedom what we have achieved in South Africa. And what he is saying, out of the experience of an extraordinary human disaster that lasted too long. So here he is talking about the white supremacy, right, the cruelty, the torture, the problems what the black skinned people had to face due to white skinned people have means is over now, and must be born a society of which all humanity will be proud. So he's trying to say that now the society will be such where all the people of South Africa will be treated equally and there will be no difference at all. Okay, we who were outlaws not so long ago, so we who were outlaws means below the paragraph I have given the meaning. Because of its policy of apartheid, many countries had earlier broken off diplomatic relations with South Africa. That means when the white skinned people were the rulers of South Africa, other countries had broken their relations. That means they were not in good touch with the South Africans. So here it is said, we who were outlaws. That means we who are the people who were not made friendship with or were not treated equally, right, have today been given the rare privilege to be host to the nations of the world on our own soil. That means now we are given the privilege, we are given the chance to host the nation of the world on our own soil. Host means the person. For example, if I have my birthday today and if I call the other children or the other people to my house, then I am the host of the birthday party. Okay, we thank all of our distinguished international guests. Distinguished means that is those people who are very important, who are known by many people because of their some achievement or some kind of quality, right? So those people are distinguished people. So what Nelson Mandela is saying, that we thank all our distinguished international guests for having come to take possession with the people of our country of what is after all a common victory for justice, for peace, for human dignity. So what he is saying, to take the possession means ownership, right? So actually the nation, that is South Africa, was under the control of Britishers, which was actually the nation or the country of the black skinned people. So what he is saying, that today we the people of South Africa are going to get back our own country and to enjoy that victory uh, he is thanking all the people who have joined them in this victory, right? The victory for justice, for peace and human dignity. Human dignity means respect. We have at last achieved our political emancipation. Emancipation means freedom from restrictions, right? So what he is saying, that at last we have achieved our political emancipation. That means we have achieved the control of our own nation. That means now we, the black skin people or the people of South Africa, can live the life in whatever way we want to, with full freedom in our own country. Okay, we pledge ourselves to be to liberate all our people from the continuing bondage of poverty, deprivation, that is then suffering, gender and other discrimination. So what Nelson Mandela is saying, that we pledge ourselves, that means we make a promise that we will liberate all our people. That means we will give freedom to all our people from the bondage of poverty. That means we will try to remove the poverty from our country. Deprivation means state of not having one's rightful benefit. That means the people who were deprived, right? The black skin people who actually were the citizens of South Africa, right, inhabitants of South Africa, they themselves were not given any kind of freedom in their own motherland, right? So what Nelson Mandela said, that those people who were deprived of their rights, we will give them all their rights. Okay, whatever is means whatever is to be given to them. Okay, then whatever sufferings they have means whatever sufferings they have seen, right? So he is promising that now we will make them free from all these problems and we will give them all kind of equality. Okay, discrimination also means that is biasness or injustice done. Okay, so ultimately Nelson Mandela is saying that our people, that is the black skin people or the South African people, will now get all the freedom and equality whatever is there in their right. Okay, never, never and never again shall it be that this beautiful land will again experience the oppression of one by another. So this we have already understood. The sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Let freedom reign. Reign means to rule. God bless Africa. So this is what the speech was given by Nelson Mandela in his inauguration speech. Okay. A few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe as a spectacular array of South African jets, helicopters and troop carriers rode in perfect formation over the Union Building. So he is talking about the spectacular array. Array means a display, impressive display. So when the speech got over by Nelson Mandela at the Pretoria Amphitheatre, right, so South African jets, right, so we have seen the parade of 26th January on our Republic Day, right, we have seen many jet planes flying together, right, different colored smokes coming from that, right. So in the similar fashion, South African jets moved from there, helicopters and troop carriers rode in perfect formation. So we have seen they make different formations like V-shaped, and such kind of formations are made by the flights or the aeroplanes. Okay, and which is always a treat to watch. It was not only a display of pinpoint precision and military force, but a demonstration of the military's loyalty to democracy, to a new government that had been freely and fairly elected. So what he is saying, that the display which was made by the army shows the precision, right, that is the perfection of the army and their loyalty towards their own country. Okay, only moments before, the highest generals of the South African Defence Force and police, their chests bedecked with ribbons. So bedecked means to decorate with things. So we have seen that many a times when our school has annual day function, right? We try to felicitate the students with badges. Badges means here they are given the ribbons and everything. And in the army also you have seen that stars and different types of symbols are placed to rank them, to honor them. Okay, so what Nelson Mandela is saying, that highest generals means the officials of the army, of the police, their chest means on their chest they were decorated with, as I said, medals and everything. Okay, with ribbons and medals from days gone by, saluted me and pledged their loyalty. So as the new president of South Africa was Nelson Mandela, the officials, that means the army officials, they came in front of Nelson Mandela and they saluted him. Okay, I was not unmindful of the fact that not so many years before they would not have saluted but arrested me. So what Nelson Mandela is trying to say, not unmindful means he was not conscious of. That means before few years he was not aware that even once in his life a time will come when these people will salute him. Because as we know that while fighting for the nation, he was caught by the Britishers or the police and he was put behind the bars or the jail, that is for almost 30 years. So what he is saying, that he had never imagined or thought that even in his life this kind of situation will happen when the army officials or this policeman will salute him. Okay, finally a chevron of Impala jets. Impala jets means it is a kind of a plane, and chevron means a kind of a pattern. As I said, on our 26th January, Republic Day, we have seen the parade of the army and navy and everyone, and even the air force, they make different kinds of formations like the V shape, right, in the sky with their flying jets. Okay, flying planes, jet planes. So this kind of pattern is known as chevron, right? I have given the meaning, a pattern in the shape of V, and this pattern was made with the Impala jets. It is the name of the fighter plane. Left a smoke trail of the black, red, green, blue and gold. So we have seen when on 26 January our Republic Day is celebrated, this fighter planes, from these planes a smoke is generated, or smoke comes out, which is in the color of saffron, white and green. In the same way, the South African flag, it has the color of red, green, then golden color is there, blue color is there. So all the combination of colors which are found in the South African flag were thrown out from the jets, okay, of the new South African flag. So all of you might be aware of the South African flag. In the first page of this picture we had seen the South African president picture, that is Nelson Mandela. You can see over here, right, Nelson Mandela is there, and behind him there is a South African flag. You can see the green color, white color, red color, blue color, even black and golden color is also there. Okay, so these are the different colors in the South African flag, and so these colors were thrown out by the jets in the air. Okay, fine, we'll move further. The day was symbolized for me by the playing of our two national anthems and the vision of whites singing Nkosi Sikelel' I-Africa. That means this is the national anthem. In South Africa, as we know that there are white skin and black skin people, right? So the white skin people used to sing this national anthem, which was Nkosi Sikelel' I-Africa, and the black skin people sang Die Stem, the old anthem of Republic. That means Die Stem is the old African national anthem, and after that the white skin people who came to South Africa, they used to sing Nkosi Sikelel' I-Africa. So these are the two national anthems which were sung on the same day, right, by the white skinned and the black skinned people respectively. Although that day neither group knew the lyrics of the anthem they once despised. Despised means had a very low opinion of. They would soon know the words by heart. That means the white skinned people never sang the old national anthem of Africa, and the black skinned people never spoke the anthem which was sung by the white skinned people. So they did not knew both the national anthems either. So what Nelson Mandela said, that as the people are united or they are together now, they will slowly and gradually learn the words of this national anthem by heart. On the day of the inauguration, I was overwhelmed. Overwhelmed means he was very much affected. He was very much happy. Right? Overwhelmed with a sense of history. In the first decade of the 20th century, a few years after the bitter Anglo-Boer War and before my own birth, the white-skinned peoples of South Africa patched up their differences and erected a system of racial domination against the dark-skinned people of their own land. So what Nelson Mandela is saying, that in the first decade of the 20th century, right? So he is talking about the year 1989 or sorry 1889, 1890, and almost the beginning of 20th century, when there was an Anglo-Boer War. So this was a war fought with the Britishers, right? And the white-skinned peoples of South Africa patched up, right? So I have written in the meaning, Anglo-Boer War means the war which was fought between the Britishers and the descendants of the Dutch settlers in Africa. So before the Britishers had taken their control over Africa, the Dutch people had come to South Africa and they had settled over there with the black skinned people, right? So there was a war, and the year also I have mentioned that the first Anglo-Boer War was in the year 1880 to 1881, and the second Anglo-Boer War was fought in the year 1899 to 1902. Okay, so the white-skinned people of South Africa patched up their differences and patched up their differences means to deal with a problem or a disagreement in order to improve a relationship. So patched up their differences and erected a system of racial domination against the dark-skinned people of their own land. That means all the white-skinned people who had settled over there, they also got together with the white-skinned people and they started making discrimination with the black-skinned people who were actually the inhabitants of those, means inhabitant of that place, that is South Africa. The structure they created formed the basis of one of the harshest, most inhuman societies the world had ever seen. Through these words, Nelson Mandela is trying to say that this white-skinned people had created such a kind of atmosphere, such a kind of structure was created where they treated the people of South Africa in the most cruel way, in the most harshest way. Now, in the last decade of the 20th century, and my own 8th decade as a man, that means when he was almost 80 years old, that system had been overturned forever and replaced by one that recognized the rights and the freedom of all people. That means he is saying that at the end of 20th century, or that is last decade of the 20th century, that means almost in 1994 when the Africa got freedom, South Africa, right? He is talking about that time when he was almost 80 years old, Nelson Mandela. That system had been overturned. Overturned means that system, the system of differentiation which was created between the white skin and the black skin people, was now over forever. and which was replaced by one that recognized the rights and freedoms of all people. That means he is saying that now the system was such where all the people, whether it was a black skinned people or a white skinned people, all of them were treated as one, regardless of the color of their skin. So that I've already explained. That day had come about through the unimaginable sacrifices of thousands of my people. So what Nelson Mandela is saying, that day, so he is talking about the day when South Africa got its freedom, was unimaginable, right? So he is saying that day had come through unimaginable sacrifices. So the people who are enjoying the freedom of South Africa, they don't know that how many sacrifices the people of South Africa had made to achieve this freedom. People whose sufferings and courage can never be counted or repaid. So what he is saying, that those people who had sacrificed their lives for their own nation, that is South Africa, could never be repaid. That means nothing could repay the sacrifice what they have done or made for the nation. People whose sufferings and courage, okay, that we have already done. I felt that day, as I have on so many other days, that I was simply the sum of all those African patriots who had gone before me. So what Nelson Mandela is saying, that I was simply the sum of all those African patriots who had gone before me. That long and noble line ended and now begin again with me. So he is talking about the freedom fighters. That means he is trying to say that this freedom what Africa has received is not just because of few people like him, that is Nelson Mandela. He is saying that before me also there were a lot of people, there was a group of so many people who have sacrificed their life, and because of those people today we are enjoying this freedom. I was pained. What he is saying, that I am very much in pain. That means he is very sad. Why he is sad? Because he is saying that I am not able to thank them, and that they were not able to see what their sacrifices have brought. So through this line, Nelson Mandela is trying to say that he is feeling very sad, as the people who had sacrificed their lives, they are not able to see the freedom what their nation has achieved, right? So that is it. Yes, here are the pictures of the people who have sacrificed their life for the Africa. The policy of apartheid created a deep and lasting wound in my country and my people. So what he is saying, that due to this policy of apartheid, right, it has made a long lasting impact on the South African people, right? All of us will spend many years, if not generations, recovering from that profound hurt. Profound means deep and strong. So what Nelson Mandela is saying, that at least not immediately, but it will take generations, right? All of us will spend many years, if not generations. That means it will take years and years of time to forget the wounds. That means the problem what we had faced, right? So the policy of apartheid had created a deep and long lasting impact on the African people, which was very difficult for them to forget. And so Nelson Mandela is saying that it will take years and years for them to forget this. But the decades of oppression and brutality, oppression I have already explained, and brutality means the cruelty, had another unintended effect, and that was that it produced the, so through this line he is trying to say that this oppression and brutality had, right, many a times due to all these things there is always a negative impact, but unintentionally there was a positive impact also. What positive thing came out? That means he is trying to say that due to this oppression, as due to the unfair treatment by the white skinned people, the people like Oliver Tambos, Walter Sisulu, the Chief Luthulus, the Yusuf Dadus, the Bram Fishers, the Robert Suboquis of our time. That means he is trying to say that such kind of people, the names which I have already told, such kind of people were seen by South Africa. Men of such extraordinary courage, wisdom, and generosity that their like may never be known again. Right? So, similarly, and below the pictures, it is written that these are some prominent names in the struggle against apartheid. So, these are the people who have made a great impact, or who are the main fighters or the leaders during the time of freedom against the Britishers in South Africa. Right? So through this paragraph, Nelson Mandela is trying to say that if these Britishers had not taken their control in South Africa, or if they did not create any kind of cruelty on them, then this kind of people would have never emerged in South Africa. So students, will end our first part, right? The explanation of first part over here in this lecture, and the remaining part of the chapter will carry on in the next part. Till then, stay healthy, stay safe, and thank you so much for watching my video. And if you like my videos, please subscribe my channel. Okay, thank you everyone.